Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today, we're recapping The Shape of Water, directed by Guillermo del Toro. Set against the backdrop of 1962 Baltimore, a city soaked in steel-gray rain and Cold War paranoia, The Shape of Water tells a love story between the invisible and the extraordinary. At its center is Elisa Esposito, played by Sally Hawkins, a mute cleaning woman with mysterious scars on her neck and a heart full of longing. Orphaned as an infant and found by a riverbank, Elisa has grown into a quiet, kind woman who lives in the margins of society. Her world is built on silence, routine, and small rituals, carefully boiled eggs, synchronized baths, and old musicals watched from a worn couch in the apartment she shares above a crumbling movie palace. Her only companions are her reclusive neighbor Giles, played by Richard Jenkins, a closeted illustrator clinging to the faded ideals of Norman Rockwell America, and Zelda Fuller, played by Octavia Spencer, her protective, sharp-witted coworker who speaks enough for them both. In a world that prizes power, speech, and conformity, these three people, an aging gay artist, a black woman, and a mute orphan, form a kind of family, surviving through quiet acts of rebellion and affection. Everything changes when a strange new asset arrives at the secret government lab where Elisa and Zelda clean. Housed in a cylindrical, water-filled chamber and surrounded by secrecy, this being is a humanoid amphibian played by Doug Jones, a creature captured in the Amazon by the brutal and prideful Colonel Richard Strickland, played by Michael Shannon, who sees the creature not as a living soul, but as a tool, one that might secure American dominance in the escalating arms and space race. Strickland embodies the worst excesses of the era: white, male, rigid, and violent. Obsessed with power and status, he's haunted by the smell of rot, a literal and symbolic infection slowly consuming him from the inside. His control over the lab is absolute, but his soul is crumbling under the weight of his own cruelty. Elisa, drawn by curiosity and compassion, begins visiting the creature in secret. Through small, meaningful gestures, sharing food, music, and sign language, they communicate. The creature is intelligent, soulful, and curious. She sees not a monster, but a mirror, another being cut off from the world, misunderstood, confined. Their bond grows from empathy into friendship, and ultimately, love, a connection that transcends language, species, and fear. Meanwhile, Dr. Robert Hofstetler, played by Michael Stuhlbarg, a scientist with gentle eyes and a conflicted heart, is caught in a double life. A Soviet spy operating under the alias Dmitri, he is torn between the orders of his Kremlin handlers: kill the creature before the Americans can dissect it, and his scientific awe at its sentience. As Elisa and the creature fall deeper in love, Hofstetler becomes their unexpected ally, making a quiet stand against both nations' appetites for destruction. Elisa devises an audacious rescue plan. With Zelda's reluctant help, Hofstetler's intelligence, and Giles' courage rekindled by love and conscience, they pull off an escape that plays like a heist caper, luring guards, hacking electric locks, and smuggling the creature out inside a laundry cart. Elisa brings the amphibian man to her home, where the bathroom is transformed into a moonlit lagoon. There, their love blossoms, fluid, sensual, unspoken. She teaches him rhythm. He responds with wonder. For the first time, she feels truly seen, desired, understood. But their time is fleeting. The plan is to release him into the harbor during the next rainfall, when the canal will swell and he can escape to the ocean. But Strickland is unraveling. Desperate to save his job and restore his pride, he tortures Hofstetler for information after killing the Soviet agents in a grim alley. Bloody, betrayed, but still defiant, Hofstetler dies without giving Elisa away. But a careless slip from Zelda's nervous husband leads Strickland to the truth. In a final confrontation at the canal, under pouring rain and rising water, Strickland shoots both Elisa and the amphibian man. As Giles watches in horror, the creature revives himself and turns on Strickland with primal fury, slicing his throat in one swift red stroke. He then lifts Elisa's lifeless body and dives into the water. Beneath the surface, in the quiet of the deep, he kisses her. Her scars open like blossoms and become gills. Her eyes flutter open. She is reborn, not as the woman the world ignored, but as someone fully herself, fully free. In the final moments, they vanish into the depths, bound together in a love the world above could never understand. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.